Today we're taking a closer look at the Canaan Avalon Nano 3S from Solo Satoshi. We're going to go over what's in the box, how to set it up, how to connect it to a mining pool, how the Avalon Family app works, and who this miner really makes sense for. Right now, the Avalon Nano 3S is listed on Solo Satoshi for $299. But if you use the code NANO at checkout, it brings the price down to $220. That is honestly one of the lowest prices I've seen for one of these miners, especially from a trusted mining retailer. You can choose between the black or white version, which is really nice if you care about how it looks on your desk or home mining setup. One thing that I really like about it is that it comes with everything you could possibly need, so you're not ordering the miner and then later figuring out that you need more stuff to make it work. When you open the box, the first thing that you're going to get is obviously the miner. The Avalon Nano 3S has more of a traditional enclosed miner look compared to something like a BitX or a NerdQX. Those are a little more exposed, which a lot of people love, especially if you like seeing the board and the open source hardware feel. But this one is different. The Nano 3S is enclosed inside a black casing, so it has a cleaner, more finished look. If you want something that feels more like a polished desktop miner, this definitely has that style. On the front, you have this circular screen where the miner can display specs and other useful information. You also have the USB port for the Wi-Fi module, which is what you'll use to get the miner connected. Another thing that I like is that it has a removable wind direction control grille in front of the air outlet, so depending on where you have the miner sitting, you can adjust the direction of the airflow a little bit. It also has a removable filter on the air inlet, which is nice for maintenance because dust is always something you have to think about with miners. In the box, you also get a power supply you'll need to run it. Personally, I think the power supply actually looks pretty cool too. The top has this slightly see-through design where a lot of power supplies would normally just be completely blacked out. It gives it a little bit more of a premium look. It also comes with the user manual, which will help you walk through the basic setup process. Finally, it comes with the Wi-Fi receiver module, which you will use to connect to your home Wi-Fi. The Avalon Nano 3S gets really interesting when you start looking at its specs for a small home miner. This miner has a hash rate of 6 terahashes per second, which honestly is really strong for a miner in this price range. For something listed under $300, and especially with the current Solo Satoshi discount bringing it down to $220, 6 terahash per second is honestly one of the highest hash rates you're going to find from a beginner-friendly home miner. Power-wise, it uses about 140 watts on high mode. I know that's one of the first things people usually worry about when it comes to Bitcoin mining because they hear Bitcoin mining and think it's automatically going to wreck their electricity bill. But just to put things in perspective, 140 watts is about a typical gaming laptop charger or less than 1/10 of a 1500 watt space heater. So yeah, it uses power, but it's not like you're plugging in a full industrial ASIC all the time. It honestly is closer to a small household electronic that produces some heat while it hashes. In low mode, it runs about 3.1 terahashes per second, uses around 66 watts, has an efficiency of 21.2 joules per terahash, and runs about 29 decibels. That's very quiet, roughly whisper level noise. In medium mode, it runs about 4.8 terahashes per second, uses around 104 watts, has an efficiency of 21.6 joules per terahash, and runs about 32 decibels. This is still really quiet, more like a quiet room or a soft fan in the background. And in high mode, you get the full 6 terahashes per second, around 140 watts, efficiency is 23.3 joules per terahash, and around 36 decibels. Even in high mode, this is still nowhere near the sound of a normal industrial miner. It is more like a quiet fan, a fridge hum, or a background noise in a quiet room. So the main takeaway is that the Avalon Nano 3S gives a good amount of hash rate for a small home miner without the power draw or the noise level that people usually associate with Bitcoin mining. If you want something quieter and more efficient, you can run it on lower medium mode. If you want the full hash rate, high mode gives you the full 6 terahash per second while still staying pretty reasonable for a home setup. Before we get to the actual setup, let's first go over what you're going to need. First, you're going to need the Avalon miner itself, right? Second, you're going to need the Wi-Fi receiver module that will come with it. Third, you're going to need the power supply that also comes with it. You're also going to need access to your Wi-Fi, and then you're going to want to have a mining pool that you have in mind that you want to join before you start. Today we're going to connect to public pool and CK pool in this video. You're also going to want to download the Avalon Family app before you get going. The easiest way to do that is by scanning the QR code in the user manual. Once you scan that, download the app, open it up, and enter your email address. You're going to get a verification code, which you'll put below, and log in. Next, you're going to input your username, your birthday, and your language preferences. After that, you're going to be ready to start setting up your miner. One of the main selling points of the Avalon Nano 3S is that it's meant to be very plug and play. You don't need any extra hardware or any technical background to get up and started. Honestly, most people should get from unboxing to hashing in just a few minutes. First, place the Avalon Nano 3S on a flat, open surface, like a desk or a shelf. The main thing you want to make sure is that there is room for airflow on all sides. Even though this is a small home miner, it's still producing heat, so you do not want to shove it in a tight corner or block the air inlet or outlet. Next, plug in the included Wi-Fi receiver module. After that, connect the power adapter and turn the unit on. Once it powers up, the front status display should light up, which confirms that the miner is receiving power. Next, you're going to open the app, click Add, make sure you connect to Bluetooth, place your phone close to your device, select it when it pops on the screen, and click Connect. After you select the Nano 3S, the app will walk you through configuring the network. Most people are probably going to get connected through Wi-Fi, but you also can connect through an Ethernet if you use a USB adapter. Here's where you'd input your Wi-Fi information. Once the miner is connected to your network, the next step is entering your mining pool information. Head to the settings, click on Pool Config, and this is where you'll add your mining pool URL, Bitcoin wallet address, your worker's name, and set the password to X. We're going to use public pool and CK pool today. Finally, choose your preferred power mode. You can run it in low, medium, or high mode depending on whether you care more about lower noise and power draw or getting the full 6 terahashes per second of hash rate. At this point, the main things I would check are whether the miner shows a stable hash rate and whether the temperature and fan noise look normal. Now that the miner is set up and running, let's go through the app and see which features you can control. Inside the Avalon Family app, you can control the light settings, you can turn the light on or off, choose the different effects like breathing effect, adjust the brightness, and even change the color. And then of course the main thing you'll use the app for is checking your mining stats. This is where you can monitor things like hash rate, power mode, and whether the miner is actively running. So once the setup is done, the app basically becomes your control center for managing the miner and checking that everything is working the way it should. Now that we've gone through the setup in the app, my honest opinion is that the Avalon Nano 3S is a very polished home Bitcoin miner. Compared to something like the BitAxe or NerdQAxe, which has more of that open source hardware type of feel to it, the Nano 3S feels more like a finished consumer product. You have the enclosed case, the circular display, the app controls, lighting customization, and a setup process that's pretty easy to follow. That's probably the biggest strength of this miner. It makes Bitcoin mining seem much more approachable. You don't need any special hardware, you don't need to be extremely technical, and you don't need to order a million other things just to get started. I also think the design is really clean. The screen, the lighting effects, and the ability to switch between the mining display, clock, or Avalon logo make it feel like something you can actually put on a desk or shelf. One thing worth mentioning is that there is public source code for the Avalon Nano 3S posted on GitHub, so there is some open source accessibility on the software side, but I wouldn't describe it the same way I would describe a BitAxe or a NerdQX. Those are more open source, exposed, tinker friendly miners, where the Nano 3S feels more like a polished consumer home miner with some public software resources available. Overall, I think that's the best way to look at this miner. It's clean, simple, beginner friendly, and it gives people a really easy way to start Bitcoin mining from home. Now, with all that said, make sure you head to Solo Satoshi to pick up a Nano 3S or any other miners or Bitcoin mining hardware that you may need. Links will be in the description.